take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife?
Mrs. Hammer ran up $840 in room service, and they want to know who's paying.
Well, they're depending on us to get this money into the hands of our people.
You're not much of a threat to the U.S. of A. Now, are you?
Where's your wife?
You said you weren't married. I was supposed to collect the money in secret to avoid your currency controls and our secret police.
He had credentials. He had release papers. He had forgeries.
They deport me to San Nicole, and you go to prison.
Is very careful who they let into the country. But no matter how well they do their job, certain elements still manage to get in. War criminals, dope smugglers, diplomats with plastic explosives in their pouches.
Paul, Lynette. Oh.
You look fabulous.
Thank you.
Your package is ready. You gonna be staying with me?
I can't. It's too risky.
Well, I guess
I'll be right back.
But one beautiful young woman, her they stopped. Good thing, too. She proved to be more dangerous than all the terrorists and dopers rolled into one. At least she was to me.
Morning, Velda.
It's Esther, Mr. Hammer.
Well, good morning, Esther. Welcome.
Thank you.
Listen, Esther, I've had the same secretary for years, and her name was Velda. A million Thames keep running through here these days, so it'd be a lot easier if I just called you Velda. Humor me, okay?
Well, I get paid as a secretary. Humor's an optional extra.
Okay, $5 a week more. I call you Velda, and you stop trying to poison me.
Deal. Mike Hammer, private investigator.
Kinberg here.
Fred Kinberg, at the federal lockup downtown.
Kinberg, that freeloading son of a... Probably trying to collect a commission on a case. Hello, Kinberg, I thought I told you not to call me. Whatever it is, I'm not interested.
Hey, there's a broad down here that says she's your wife.
Oh, yeah? Well, I guess I could come down there for that. See you, Esther.
That's Velda.
Velda.
Yeah, as soon as I heard, I said no way. This lady has too much class to have sunk that low.
You ought to know, Fred. 3 different wives in 3 different boroughs, that's class. It's also very expensive.
I marry not wisely, but too often. Here she is.
Mike, darling.
Do I know you?
For God's sake, just go along with it. I'm Mrs. Mike Hammer.
And I'm the King of England.
I never expected to run into the real Mike Hammer. Believe me.
And I never expected to meet the missus. Especially since I didn't know I had one. Where'd you get the name?
In L'Express de Saint-Nicole. It's a newspaper in French Polynesia.
Oh, come on.
Really? I always tell the whole truth.
Must be a different mic camera.
No, it's you. I put it there. Your picture, too. I had to rewrite crime stories from the New York papers just to get some excitement into our paper. One in particular dealt with a detective named Hammer.
I guess that could be me.
Well, it wasn't the King of England. In any case, this Hammer lay dying in some hospital. I thought you were finished.
I hope you're not too disappointed.
Not really. So I took the name.
And put it in a forged passport.
I had to. I'd written some controversial articles. I wanted to come to New York to interview some expatriates from Saint-Nicole. I knew my own government wouldn't give me a passport in my own name.
Which is?
Marie Riviere. I hated to abandon it. My family was among the first colonists on the island 140 years ago. But it was necessary.
What went wrong?
The police must have tipped the INS. They had my picture.
And we spotted the forgery, too. Hi. Andy Spooner, INS, Southern District. No? Okay. So, we've been a very naughty girl, haven't we, Mrs. Hammer? Or, Mademoiselle Riviere, whichever you prefer.
Call me what you like. Just do it outside this place.
Yeah, well, that is why I'm here. We haven't met.
I'm Mr. Riviere.
So, Marie, if you'll follow me, I have some release papers for you to sign.
Release?
Mm-hmm. You see, you're not much of a threat to the U.S. of A. now, are you? We're letting you go until your hearing comes up. Unless, of course, you'd rather stay here.
Sorry to have troubled you, Mike.
I knew it would never last.
I dreamed of you, you know.
We didn't even have a honeymoon.
Hey, Mike!
Something wrong, boys?
Tampa won the Super Bowl. The Dodgers left Brooklyn.
We heard you got married.
False alarm.
That's a relief. Just the thought of a woman who'd plight her troth to you sends shivers down my spine.
What spine?
We bought you a present.
Sorry, you're gonna have to return it.
We can't return it. Mike, it's underwear. Larry?
Don't look at me. I don't mind a bikini underwear, but the little pistols on it, forget it, Chambers. They're yours.
I knew from the first moment we met we were going to be very close.
Who would imagine we'd both be reaching for the last bottle of decent scotch in the whole liquor store?
Isn't that something? Cheers.
Mine's delicious. Let me taste yours.
That's not the girl we want.
Hey, pal, find your own date.
Where's your wife?
You said you weren't married.
Shut up! French broad. She ditched us. Where is she?
Try Paris. I made a note to get rid of my welcome mat. And I came to realize one thing. Even though I didn't want the former Mrs. Hammer, somebody else did. I thought I'd better have a chat with Kinberg at the INS.
So you don't know where she is? No, but we sure would like to. The lady is supposed to be right where we left her, locked up in the pokey.
Come on, Fred. What about your guy Spooner?
I checked with INS in Washington. He doesn't exist.
What do you mean he doesn't exist? I saw him. He had credentials. He had release papers.
He had forgeries, and they were good ones, too.
So who is this guy, and why did he want her sprung?
I don't know. Maybe you better find out. My bosses are gonna be asking about you, thinking maybe Hammer Hubby had a hand in springing his bride.
Only one problem with that, friend. She's not my bride.
Oh, Manhattan Ashford Hotel call.
Yeah? They find my hat?
What's that?
Last time I was there, the cloakroom lost my hat in 1971.
No hat, but they found your wife.
Oh, yeah?
Mrs. Hammer ran up $840 in room service, and they want to know who's paying.
Coffee's getting better, Esther.
Belda.
No, Belda's coffee was better than this. I'll see you. The Hotel Ashford didn't have my hat, and they also didn't have Marie. She'd checked out. I slipped a clerk $10 for a list of her phone calls. Now I only owed him $830. It seemed that Mrs. Hammer had made a lot of phone calls to a guy named Jack Benton. Maybe he could clear up a few things for me.
First boat, Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
How's your father?
As well as can be expected under the circumstances.
Well, we've got to do something to change those circumstances.
We will, if you have the money.
$175,000 in untraceable bills. Beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, but I'd trade it for the poor sunset on San Nicole in an instant. Thank you.
Anytime. Benton?
Yes, it's Benton. Turn around, Mike. Slowly, please.
Don't tell me you've changed into your negligee.
Put your gun on the table. Carefully. We have a nasty kind of wild boar on San Nicole. I've killed my share.
I'll bet you have. You mind telling me what's going on here?
I didn't tell you the whole truth before. All I can say is I have work to do and I don't have time for your police.
Well, you better find some time for me, sweetheart, because sooner or later I'm going to find out.
It'll have to be later, Mike. Your car keys.
You're going to have to fill the tank. It's empty.
Unleaded?
Regular.
You're a regular guy, Mike.
Shall we wait for the police, sir? Might as well. Can't dance. The cops had 2 corpses, but only 1 gun, mine, and only 1 suspect, me. The butler said I did it. Barrington didn't appreciate the irony.
You know, I'm under enormous pressure from the new district prosecutor, and I have to file charges.
What do you mean you gotta file charges? I'm telling you, the guy had the drop on me.
Would you excuse me? I've got to go to the John.
Hey, you know I'm telling the truth.
Relax, Mike. We got an ID on the guy you popped. It's Boris Wilson. Fresh out of Rahway. Robbery, assault, nothing special.
Yeah, just a garden variety hood from the Garden State. I am not taking the rap for this, Pat.
I know. That would help if you could describe the guy with the machine gun.
Well, he looked like the same Polynesian pineapple that got the jump on me with Wilson.
Okay. They're not going to cut your arrest warrant till tomorrow. Here's what I want you to do. Stay away from your office. Stay away from your place, too. I can only stand still so long.
Thanks, Pat.
Save your thanks. Without Mrs. Hammer to testify, you could spend the rest of your life in a little room with big bars.
I'm way ahead of you, believe me. It looked like the only chance I had of staying out of prison would be with the help of Marie Riviere. Unfortunately, I didn't have any idea where she was. And the only clue I had was where she came from. So the first place I looked for her was the public library. The island of San Nicole was easy enough to find. Turn right at Tahiti and follow the albatross. And film strips of Marie's local newspaper gave me some useful information. The America's San Nicole Friendship Association was having a fundraiser, and it was today. And since Marie had come to New York to interview expatriates, that seemed like the best place to find her. A guy named Paul Lynette was the chairman of the association. They usually held their gigs at his Park Avenue headquarters. Lynette came out of the automobile business, which would account for the room full of sleek bodies and racing motors. Mr. Lynette?
Yeah.
My name is Mike Hammer. I'm a private investigator. I'm looking for Marie Riviere.
Oh, yeah. I just did an interview with her a minute ago. But, Mimi, come here a second. Have you seen Marie around?
Oh, sure. She's over there dancing. Listen, Paul, I do hope we've lost that bartender this month who insists on calling me Bloody Mary.
Yeah, that's all been taken care of. This is Mr. Hammer.
Hello.
Hello.
You San Nicoleans really know how to throw a party.
Yeah. I'm American. Yeah, my family left the island 4 generations ago. I've never even seen the place.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't really care for the sun, don't care for the sea, and I don't like waking up in the morning with those little sand crabs crawling around on my toes, you know?
I know what you mean. There are worse places you can get them, though.
Yeah, there is. Hey, you want to see a real beauty?
Sure.
Wait a second. She is. Yeah, it's a Lynette GT prototype. Thing's got the heart of a Honda. It's got the soul of a Ferrari, and it's cheap.
Excuse me. Hello, sweetheart. Remember me?
Mike, let go of me.
Darling, we haven't had our dance yet.
Thanks, Hammer. We'll take it from here. Marie Riviere, you're under arrest.
What?
Come on, let's go.
You don't know what you've done.
Mike, you don't have to wreck the joint. She's deported. They put her on a plane this afternoon.
She's a material witness, Pat. Don't they know she's got to testify for me?
Yes.
I tried to get a hold on her, but it takes time. You know what it's like in Washington.
Yeah, but the people in Washington know what it's like in Sing Sing.
More and more every day.
There's got to be some way I can keep Marie in the country.
Well, there is.
What's so funny?
Well, goodbye, Miss Rivera. Give a visit sometime, legally.
You haven't seen the last of me.
much federal jurisdiction. You're kidding.
Ladies, wait a minute.
Are we ready? Do you, Michael Hammer?
Okay, wait a minute. Let's just forget the whole thing. I'll take the fall.
Calm down, Hammer. I want this to be a beautiful experience for the both of you.
Mike, look, you have no choice here. It's not like you have to bear her children.
All right, let's just get it over with.
Larry?
Thank you. Do you, Mike Hammer, take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold, in sickness and in health, from this day forward, till death do you part?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Mike, you gotta see I do.
I do?
You do.
I do.
Do you, Marie Colette Riviere, take this lug to be your lawfully wedded husband, till he comes home stinking of cheap booze and cheaper floozies?
All right, Larry, that's it.
Down, Hammer. I went to a lot of trouble to make myself justice of the peace pro tempore, and I'm going to enjoy it.
Sure.
Moving right along. Do you take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband, so on and so forth, till death do you part?
Do I have a choice?
I could still deport you if you want.
I do.
If anyone here can show just cause why these two should not be married, let him speak now, and please, one at a time and make it short. Nobody? I owe you 20. Who's got the ring? Come on, it's going so beautifully.
All right. Now listen. Only Hammer. You got it? You got it.
There you go. There you go.
By the power vested in me, this is so great, by the state of New York, I happily pronounce you husband and wife.
Oh, congratulations, Mike.
Go on, Hammer. Kiss the bride. Come on. You've never had trouble kissing a married woman before. Hammer, not here.
Oh, no, you don't. No, 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 no. It's a hell of a way to spend a honeymoon.
A little to the right, please.
All right, sweetheart, let's try it again. What are you doing in this country? Now, I know it has something to do with the money they found on Jack Benton's body.
All right, Mike. Perhaps I didn't tell you all the truth before. The money was for my sick father.
You expect me to believe that? That's almost as lame as saying you're a journalist here doing interviews.
This time it's the truth.
Okay, if you're going to play it this way, shower's over.
I'm telling you, he's very ill. San Nicole is very poor. We have no modern hospitals. Our leaders do nothing but open new banks.
Uh-huh, I'm listening.
All our best people have emigrated. Now, Paul Lynette and others of Nicolean descent have opened their hearts.
And their wallets.
To help their homeland. I was supposed to collect the money in secret to avoid your currency controls and our secret police.
That's it? People are getting punched full of holes because you're passing the hat?
It's a big hat.
Well, I don't believe you.
Well, believe what you like, Mike. I'll always tell you the truth.
Oh, yeah? What about the other night when you grabbed my car? What were you doing in Rockaway?
I was in Manhasset, and the rest is none of your business. The gas receiver.
Right.
See, I told you I was telling the truth.
This time, maybe. Just make sure you do it next Thursday when you testify in that hearing about my shooting. Somebody's at the door.
Shall we go together?
Your champagne, sir.
Oh, thanks. Here you go.
Oh, no. Compliments of the management.
Oh, really? Well, here, this is for you.
Newlyweds.
Creep. Oh.
I wish they'd make a shower curtain that fits.
Yeah.
I want to drink with you.
Who said we were going to drink?
Well, then what are you going to do with it?
Just be patient. Now, I want you to relax. I am not letting you go. I've got a date.
I guess this means the honeymoon is over?
With Captain Chambers. A couple of hours of this ought to soften you up. You shouldn't worry about a thing. Enjoy.
Okay, Jack, let's
You can't leave me here like this.
Oh, yeah? Just watch me.
Should let you rot in some cell.
Our first fight. Pat wanted me to meet him at the Light and Easy. I figured it was about the people who were out to get Marie. It turned out it was about some people who were out to get me.
There he is. Mike, tell me it isn't true.
I wish I could, sweetheart.
Hey, now!
I'm gonna get you for this.
No, it was Barrington's idea.
Did you catch up with the guy from the airport?
Are you kidding? In that crowd, he just slipped away. That girl's a magnet for lead.
Where have you got her stashed, Hammer? She should be in protective custody.
She'd be safer in a lion's cage than with you, Larry. Listen, whoever wants her has proven already that they can reach inside even the tightest security.
Are you saying we're incompetent?
That's just the word I was looking for.
Can you give me a hand here, please?
Sure, let me get right up.
Listen to me, Hammer. This Marie Riviere has turned into quite a little package. I mean, she's not just a journalist. She's an enemy of the state. Back home in San Nicole, her father's in prison. Her friends are in prison. Her pet goldfish is probably in a little bowl with tiny little bars. She'll drag you down with her, Hammer. Wait a second, I want to make this point here. Bring her in now. Up to now, you've only bent the law. Don't break it.
Speaking of bending the law, Larry, how would it be if the special prosecutor was found in a joint that's unlicensed for topless entertainment?
Jenny!
Oh, that's great, Dom. Go and get her.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Wait, I want to see her take off the sunflower.
It doesn't come off.
You're kidding. Later, Dom.
Jenny!
Wasn't that fun, huh, Mike?
Pat, was Barrington right about Marie? Is her father really in prison?
I saw the file, didn't she tell you?
No.
But she didn't tell you the truth.
Hey, she always tells me the truth, just not all of it at once. I don't believe it.
Hi, Dad.
I didn't think you were coming back till next week.
Well, neither did I, but I had an unexpected change in plans.
Why didn't you call?
I wanted to surprise you.
Hey, we've had enough surprises for one day. So when are you going back to work?
Well, Jean-Claude doesn't think I should right away.
Jean-Claude? Who's Jean-Claude?
My fiancé.
You're engaged?
Yes, as of last night.
It sounds like an epidemic.
Well, he's a great guy. You're going to love him.
Where is he?
He's just outside. Jean-Claude! Don't be bashful. I'd like you to meet my boss, Mike Hammer.
Hello. Bonsoir.
And my friend, Pat Chambers.
How are you?
Hello.
You're not from San Nicole, are you?
No, Grenoble.
Well, I guess that's okay. So, what do you do?
He plays tennis professionally.
Tennis? You any good?
Ask her.
Why do you think I'm not coming back to work?
Uh-huh. Where'd you meet?
In San Remo. He was playing in a tennis tournament. I took one look at those legs, and here I am.
I played like thunder and lightning that day. I made Jimmy Connor sweep. It was a 5-set marathon. It came down to an 18-point tiebreaker. First it was 7-7, then 8-7, then 8-8. And suddenly Connors gets lucky, he hits an ace and has me at match point. Can you believe that? Me at match point.
Sounds like a perfect match.
It is.
It was. Tomorrow we fly to Rio. I play Lendo.
Tomorrow? Well, we better talk. Will you excuse us?
Yeah.
Hey, I play tennis.
No.
Oh, I got a back.
Zelda, I don't believe this. You know, I really missed you.
I missed you, too.
Well, tennis agrees with you. You look great.
Thanks.
I'm very happy for you, Velda. I know love means a lot to you, but you know what love means in tennis. Now, if this guy ever gives you any trouble...
I know. You'll backhand his head over the net.
Well, I wasn't going to put it exactly like that, but...
Don't worry. He's been very good to me.
Well, that's all I care about.
Mike, I don't know when we'll see each other again.
Hey, come on. Wherever you go, we're together. Don't forget that.
Thanks.
Drop me a line from Rio.
Yeah, between matches.
Finally, Connor says, I quit.
Nice to meet you.
My pleasure.
Okay.
Take care of her.
Of course.
Congratulations.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Mike.
Bye, Tom.
Listen, when I get back, we'll play.
Great.
Okay.
I didn't know you played tennis.
Did you tell her you got married?
I forgot.
How about some beluga caviar? Do you like beluga caviar?
Oh, good luck, Mike.
Right, darling.
Hey, if it doesn't work out, give me a call. I'm in the phone book under erotic. Oh, no, wait, they wouldn't let me. Exotic. That's it. Oh, heck, forget it. I'll call you.
Okay.
Bye, Mike.
Bye, darling.
I give it about 6 months.
Hammer, how do you do it?
Like this, Larry. You just go...
Hey, cut it out. Cut it out. I'm serious.
That reminds me, it's my wedding night. I gotta get out of here.
Hi.
Hello.
Like it?
Yeah. How'd you get out of the cuffs?
The fruit basket. You'd be amazed what a woman can do with a jar of orange marmalade.
I'm sure I would be.
Did you know you can get a $600 wardrobe from room service with no money?
I'm surprised you didn't have him setting up a Ferrari. So, once you got out of the cuffs, why didn't you get out of here?
Because then we couldn't make a deal.
I don't make deals.
Oh, you'll make this one or I'll renounce our marriage. It's unconsummated and it's going to stay that way. They deport me to San Nicole and you go to prison.
Well, you may be going to prison in San Nicole, sweetheart. That shouldn't be too bad. You could always get a cell next to your father.
So you know. Good. It proves you're the hot detective I read about in that article. My father's in prison for what he believes.
Is that why you're collecting all this money? To buy his way out?
Oh, I wish that I could. The whole damn island is in jail. No, Mike. The money goes to topple the existing government.
And I thought you were the peace-loving type.
We're not buying guns or votes. We're not assassins. We're just trying to grab the bottom rung of the ladder and pull ourselves up. There's an election next year and we're going to win it. But first I need your help.
And I need yours.
So we work together.
We work together. Now that we're partners, the first thing we do is take off these clothes and send them back.
But darling, it's my true soul.
Here, take a look at this. You know what this is, Neil? This is the only view your friends are gonna have of the Lynette GTs that leaves them in the dust.
Hello. Hey, Pat, you tracked us down, huh? Hold on a second. I said we were partners. I didn't say I trusted you. Yeah. Uh-huh. You're kidding. Yeah, got it. Thanks.
Something's happened?
He tried to kill Paul Lynette.
Oh, my God.
He's all right. They're just picking some glass out of his hair. Looks like somebody's trying to cut down the membership list of the Save San Nicole Fund.
How can they, Mike? No one knows who all is on it, even Paul. Just me.
What about the rest of the Friendship Association?
We kept it apart from the association, isolated to keep just this sort of thing from happening.
Well, it is happening. How many people are in on this?
Just 8, including me.
Has anybody been following you around lately?
Besides you? Just that INS man, that Spooner.
Spooner? That phony guy who got you out of detention? I thought he was working for you.
No. My God, he followed me the night I met Mimi.
That's it. Come on, let's get out of here. Get dressed. I remembered meeting Mimi Tua Tagaloa at Paul Lynette's party. I was amazed I could pronounce it. She was the one they called Bloody Mary, and I realized if we didn't get to her fast, she might live up to her nickname.
They had you tailed from the moment you arrived. Every time you had a secret meeting with one of your supporters, it was their death warrant.
Then they saw me with Paul at the airport. Why did they wait to go after him and Mimi?
Just waiting for the time was right.
We located Mimi in Long Island, doing a little stick and ball with a polo pony. I learned that polo was the San Nicolian national sport, next to assassination.
Wait here.
Mimi!
I thought I'd died and gone to Kentucky. I'd nailed Spooner, but his pineapple hitman had gotten away. Unfortunately, so had Marie.
Units on 2, stand by, 1317, go ahead.
Thanks.
Oh, Mike, you look terrible.
Yeah, better than my trench coat.
It was like Seabiscuit slept on it.
So where's the girl?
Which one? Mimi Tua, what's her face? She's in protective custody, where your witness should be if you would have let me hold her.
Marie, we've got to find her.
No lie, Barrington's cutting you an arrest warrant right now. I can't sit on this forever. I'm going to need the girl.
The Spooner?
Well, whatever his name is.
Hold on a second. You mind if I take a look at this guy?
Sure, he's in no hurry. You want to be careful with that hand, sport. You ain't attached to much.
Look at this. Columbia University, class of 81. Initials APH. It's too small a detail about the faking.
Find out who it belongs to.
Maybe we can find out who he was working for.
Yeah, the alumni office will be closed, and I'll have to wait till tomorrow. Fred. Mike, don't worry. She's a smart girl. She'll stay with another San Nicolan. Someone she can trust. Maybe like Lamette.
If she were really smart, she wouldn't trust anybody but herself.
I don't see any other way.
But bringing our supporters together, all in the same place, 2 of us are already dead. It's like painting bullseyes on us all.
That we just have to be careful. And we've got to stop thinking about saving ourselves. They're depending on us to get this money into the hands of our people. Okay? So we just have to do it quick and clean.
You're right. I'll make the calls.
Once again, I had to find Marie. This time, the only thing I had to go on was a dead man who called himself Spooner, but who wore a ring with the initials APH. Hi, sweetheart.
Hi.
Listen, get this to a dry cleaner, will you?
Everything all right, Mike?
Not really, but thanks for asking.
See you, Mike.
Bye, Esther. Joni, Mike Hammer. Listen, you went to Columbia, didn't you? What year? Joni, I already know how old you are. I'm a detective, remember? Yeah, I want you to check the yearbook for a guy whose initials were APH. I think he was a senior. Thanks. Yeah? Joni, you are terrific. You'll always be 22 in my heart. No, not number 22. Thanks. Ted, Hammer. Listen, sacrifice a virgin to the god of the data bank and look up a guy whose name is Arnold Philip Handelsman. Yeah. He works for who? Thanks, Ted. Pat Chambers, please, on the double. If Pat was right, Marie was at Paul Lynette's joint. And if I was right, that's the last place she should have gone.
No one knows where Mimi is, or if they do, they're not saying.
Well, at least we know she's alive.
Yes.
Thank God.
This is everyone, then.
This isn't the way the operation was supposed to work.
Don't you think I know that?
I mean, we all want to help. St. Nicole's our country, too. But we were just going to give you the money. Our names were never to be known to anyone else.
Not even to each other. Maybe you would have rather waited to be discovered than knocked off one by one, huh? Give us a break, Lynette. Of course not. Right. Because it's going to be a lot more convenient to take you all out at once. Now.
You lying bastard.
You calling me a liar? That's a big laugh. It's a big laugh, Marie. Why don't you pry the dough out of those hot little revolutionary hands of yours? Because I got to cover myself on this deal.
You faked the attack on yourself, too, didn't you?
Yeah, sure. But this is real. Now, we got a little van waiting outside. Everybody's going to get in it. And if we don't?
And you're going to bleed all over your friends when they carry you in.
Yeah, I got stuck with this piece of swampland in Long Island. I'm going to fill it in with you. Probably the worst investment I ever made.
You should have written it off your taxes while you could.
Mike?
Okay, your hearing's set for next week.
All right?
And by the way, Barrington said that he found a way to get your money to San Nicole.
Legally?
Well, sort of quasi-legally, he said.
Well, he's a quasi kind of guy, sort of like Quasimodo.
Mike, run it down to me again. What about Spooner?
Actually was Arnold Philip Handelsman.
Ah, worked for one of Lynette's companies.
Right. They were going to put Lynette's cars together on San Nicole. It's the middle of the ocean, halfway to everywhere. All the government had to do was to keep supplying cheap labor.
And all Lynette had to do was keep the government in power by sandbagging the opposition. Me, my father, our entire organization.
Could have been big time.
You know, I wouldn't mind of buying one of these things myself.
Not me, the brakes don't work. Well, I gotta hand it to you. When they got you on the stand, you did a great job.
It's just a matter of telling the truth.
I'll bet it's the first time a judge ever dismissed a murder charge and dissolved a marriage at the same time.
It couldn't happen on San Nicole.
No, why not?
You'd have to pay the judge extra to dismiss the murder charge.
Ah. So what now?
My plane leaves in an hour.
Aren't you asking for trouble? I mean, I didn't think you had too many friends in the government down there.
Even they don't dare arrest journalists. I'll be safe.
You got somebody meeting you?
Probably just my husband.
Your what?
It's okay, Mike. You weren't the bigamist. I was. And Albert, you'd like him.
Well, I like his taste.
He's probably sick to death of babysitting the children.
Children? How many?
4.
Is that the truth?
Maybe not the whole truth.
Well, it was nice meeting you. And it was nice marrying you. When I got back to the office, I discovered that Marie had sent me a magnum of champagne and a dozen roses. Later, I got the bill, charged to me and signed, "With all my love, Mrs. Mike Hammer."
Sunday, on the all-new special presentation, Mummies, explore the burial chambers of ancient Egypt and see how the mysterious Sphinx bridged the gap between the living and the dead. At 8 Eastern, 9 Pacific.
Now, Jack Klugman stars as the crusading medical examiner Quincy. Next on A&E.